Hello, welcome to another edition of the Burke Briefing. Today we have Mr. Jeff Fansler, Director of Transportation here at the City of Winston-Salem, ready to answer many frequently asked questions of our citizens regarding traffic calming and speeding in our neighborhoods. So, hello Mr. Fansler.
Hello, Councilmember.
I'm going to start with our first question. It's asked a lot by our citizens, and they ask, what can be done to reduce speeding in my neighborhood?
So that's a great question, and this is a question we get asked very frequently. Here's the thing. The city recognizing that there is speeding issues in our neighborhoods and on our neighborhood streets. A lot of what we are doing now is referring folks to our traffic calming policy, which specifically addresses this type of thing. The city has a very robust traffic calming policy. It was updated just a couple years ago to address these very needs. Basically, it provides a tool to combat the speeding concerns that you're seeing in the neighborhoods. So our department works with neighborhoods. They'll contact us. They'll express their concerns. We will go out, conduct an analysis, and try to investigate what's going on, guide them through the policy, see how it qualifies on their streets, and if they can be eligible for traffic calming measures, such as speed humps, different types of medians, maybe a mini roundabout or traffic circle. Those are some of the elements that we would consider if the street meets those qualifications.
So there is a process to follow once the citizens or community members contact the City of Winston-Salem's DOT department.
That's correct, and we're happy to do it.
Okay, thank you. Next question. How does the city's Winston-Salem Police Department and Department of Transportation coordinate to address speeding in neighborhoods?
So that is a great question, and so we couldn't do our job without the Winston-Salem Police Department. That white speed limit sign that we put out on the streets is enforceable by our police department. Everything we do regarding the speeds on our neighborhood streets is, we really need to partner with the PD. So we have a direct line of communication with PD. We are telling them when we're seeing these speed concerns. Ultimately, right, we want folks to comply with the speed limits that are posted on there. And the police department is that mechanism to help enforce that. Ultimately, we have those challenges. At that point, we would then steer them through our traffic calming policy, see if there's maybe another type of neighborhood measure we can implement to help with those issues.
Okay, thank you. Last question. What can be done to mitigate speeding on those streets that might not qualify for traffic calming?
So this is a great question. I appreciate you asking it because not every street does qualify for traffic calming. For example, you wouldn't want to go out and put a certain type of measure on a street that has a whole lot of traffic, or maybe it's a state route. Because it's not our road, we just couldn't do that. So what do? We have a program called our Safety Improvement Program. That is a program that we implement to identify safety measures that aren't traffic calming related. Let's say that, for example, there's speeding that's causing some accidents at an intersection. Well, we will go out and investigate. We have a whole traffic engineering division that investigates these type of safety concerns through our Safety Improvement Program. We look at accidents, we look at speeding, and then we do some traffic engineering analysis to see what measures could mitigate those. And that's done all independent of a formal traffic calming policy.
Mr. Fansler, thank you for sharing this valuable information. Where can our citizens go to access this information?
So great question. Right now, we would refer them to our City of Winston-Salem website. They can access our Safety Improvement Program and our traffic calming policy right there on that City of Winston-Salem website.
Thank you so much for sharing, Mr. Fansler. And thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Burke Briefing.